Fun fact about Halloween, most experts will tell you that the origin of trick-or-treat comes from mumming or guising, in which youngsters would perform a dance or sing a song in exchange for sweets. Other common practices included doing 20 to 30 push-ups and investing in some candy stock. They were tough times. In some select places, such as New England, New York, and Connecticut, this holiday is known as Cabbage Night. In some other places, it's known as Devil's Night, and others still, it's called Graham Dew Day. We don't exactly know why. Did you know? Halloween is more Irish than a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The holiday gets its origins from a Celtic festival known as Solin, where people would dress in costumes and leave treats for roaming spirits. Apparently, the spirits' favorite treats were chocolate, gum, and gummies, which explains why so many of these are lying around every year. Many of you probably already know that pumpkins weren't the first jack-o'-lanterns. Some of you may even believe that the first jack-o'-lanterns were turnips, beets, and potatoes, but there you'd be wrong. The first jack-o'-lanterns were actually oranges. It was a very sticky process. Wow! Here's a fun one. Halloween is the second biggest commercial holiday in America. Of course, its only surpasser is Columbus Day. In fact, it's estimated that $7 billion are spent on these very candies alone. Frickin'! Many of you are probably wondering, where did the name jack-o'-lantern come from? Well, here's a fun fact about that. Back in the day, a certain Michael Novak got in a fight with a guy named Jack who happened to be carrying a lantern in a bar. He knocked his lights out, similar to how we put out our jack-o'-lantern's light, and according to sources said, "Ha ha, who brings a lantern into a bar? From now on, we shall put candles in gourds and call them jack-o'-lanterns, just to make fun of you, nerd." Weird. The biggest pumpkin to ever be grown was grown by this guy, Guy Slambo. His pumpkin weighs over a ton and is just a little smaller than our moon. Orange and black are more than just mere colors. In terms of this spooky celebration, the black symbolizes the night and the world of the dead, crossing over into the world of the living, and the orange represents the old practice of carving oranges. One of the most common symbols for Halloween would be the black cat. Other popular symbols are black owls, black cauldrons, black knights, and black butlers. Speaking of cats, animal shelters will not allow the adoption of black cats around Halloween for fear that they will turn into witches when exposed to the moon and kill all of us. Ha ha! It is a not too uncommon fear of parents that some candy may be poisoned, but this fear is completely groundless. What you should be afraid of though is Pumpkin Jack! He's out for all of us! Fact number 13. In 1926, when Houdini went out trick-or-treating, he was got by Pumpkin Jack! Not even he could escape! A study shows that children do in fact seem to act more evil around this time of year. Must be Satan. Darn you, Satan! Back to the topic of records. Stephen Clark from Pennsylvania holds the record for the fastest time carving a pumpkin, that time being just a little over 2 seconds. Check it out! Wow! In John Carpenter's Halloween, Michael Myers famously wears a William Shatner mask. Reason being, just look at it. It's hideous. Another banned action around this time of year, at least in Hollywood, is the banning of silly string. It's because Hollywood takes its Halloweens very seriously and will not tolerate anything silly this time of year. Many believe the Day of the Dead in Mexico to be their version of Halloween, but this simply isn't true. It's their version of Columbus Day. Despite what you may already believe, candy corn sadly has no relation to corn other than its shape. It's not even a vegetable. What it is, though, is the seeds of a passion fruit, roasted and lightly sugared. Yum yum. Here's an obscure one. Halloween is actually an abbreviation. What for? Halloweenter. This being the case since winter is right around the corner. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and don't forget, these are only the rock facts.